stand going to pledge the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Has everybody had a chance to look over the minutes of the last meeting? Any additions, corrections? Motion to approve? All in favor? Opposed? So carried. Approval of the monthly bills? Questions or additions, Sue?
Does this wrap up the shelter or whatever the building went to park?
There's two more.
We still got some masonry to take care of.
Yeah, we're still working on some block work, to warm the handles in. And we still got the plumbing and the fixtures.
All supposed to be done under the grant money. All supposed to be done under the grant money.
Yeah. Are you saying will it cover?
Yeah, will the grant money cover everything needs to be done?
No,
You know.
no. I think we talked about that before. The grant was actually for $50,000. I think you all probably were under the assumption that it was more, but it wasn't.
Was it a 50-50?
It was 50/50.
But it was supposed to be 100.
Yeah.
It was
It's
$100,000.
supposed to be 100,000, we'll come find out it was 50.
We don't get 50, yeah.
And 50 of us, we got it.
You also told non-matching one too.
The building has actually been costed out at about $130,000. $50,000 of that would be grant. $80,000 of that will have to come out of our LGEA, park funds, any place we can find it. But I will report to you that we are coming in under that. I've been down there doing some work. There's been some different road departments been down there doing some work. So we are going to come in under that. How much, I don't know for sure. Yeah, but we will be under that. But it will be ready. It may not be completely finished, but it will be ready for our fire people. Yeah. Any additions, corrections, questions?
Motion pay the bill.
I got a motion. Second.
Second.
All in favor? Opposed? Pay the bill. Treasury report.
I'll be reporting for the month of April, and we'll begin with the general fund. Receipts totaled $176,351.79. Disbursements were $249,259.83, leaving a balance in general fund, including CDs, $575,196.61. In the road fund, receipts totaled $146,516.46, which that was a CD. Disbursements were $65,342.73, leaving a balance in road, including CDs, of $844,605.60. For jail, we had receipts totaling $50,487.33. Disbursements for the jail were $42,743.99, which left a balance in the jail fund of $34,159.40. In our LGEA fund, we had receipts totaling $20,006.93. Disbursements were $32,810.48, leaving a balance in LGEA of $74,086.56. Our state grants pass-through monies We had receipts of $23,365 and dispersed $23,365, which left a balance in that fund of $37.21. In our ambulance fund, we had receipts totaling $92,143.16. Disbursements for EMS were $76,813.30, leaving a balance in ambulance of $114,616.01. In our economic development fund, we had interest of $138.87, no disbursements, leaving a balance in economic development of $225,407.50. In our 911 fund, receipts totaled $20,207.15, disbursements $19,018.25, leaving a balance in 911 of $9,532.45. For our wireless 911 fund, we had interest of $1.70, disbursements $2,250, leaving a balance in the wireless of $17,812.57. In our tourism fund, we had receipts totaling $1,566, disbursements $264, leaving a balance in tourism of $39,428.07. And our last fund, court facilities, we had receipts of $6,889.65, no disbursements, leaving a balance in the court facilities of $135,001.56. That's for April.
No heard the report, what's your pleasure?
Motion to accept treasurer's report.
Motion and second, all in favor? Opposed? So carried.
Okay, the next item, I have budget transfers for the month of April. As you know, as we get closer to the end of the budget, a lot of lines need some assistance from reserve or other funds. So those total $129,001.
Pleasure on the transfer. Accept them,
For money. Second.
all in favor? Opposed? So carried.
The next time we have our interfund cash transfers. I had a $40,000 transfer from the general fund to jail, and I had a $15,000 transfer to 911 from general. Two transfers totaling $110,000.
I got a motion to approve,
Second.
second, all in favor? Opposed? So carried.
The next item, I had one cash transfer. We had a CD in the road fund that was maturing, and we needed that for the paving. So we went ahead and cashed that and deposited into the road fund for the paving, which I think probably was on the bills this month. And that was for $142,645.90.
What's your pleasure on the transfer? Accept it.
Yeah, motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Opposed? So carried.
Okay, the next two items I have are budget amendments, and these will be the second readings. This will be amendment number 7, ordinance 041411, second reading for unbudgeted receipts from the 2011 recycling waste tire grant monies that we received from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. This increased the general fund by $3,000 and was deposited into the revenue solid waste tire recycling account 014602, and increased the expenditure 015217366 recycle tire amnesty in the amount of $3,000, and this is the second reading.
Motion to accept it, note it.
Make a motion.
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor? Opposed? So carried.
The next amendment is amendment number 8, and these are proceeds from the sale of the ATS, and this increased the receipts of the LGEA fund by $20,000, and that was deposited into miscellaneous revenues 044731. and increase the expenditure account for the park construction shelter, that project that we're working on, 045401-718 for $20,000. This is the second reading, and both of these were also approved by Department for Local Government.
Make a motion.
Motion to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Uh,
Opposed? So carried. Old business. One thing I had is the radon issue that will come up. I don't know if some of you know this, some of you have, but they have mounted the blowers. The extractors, I think is the legal name. They are still in the process of getting electric to those. The process will be that when they are hooked up, we are to let them run 10 to 14 days. They gave us test canisters to reinstall, to put back in the buildings, leave them in there for 10 to 14 days, send them to the lab, and they will send us the results and make any adjustments that they may have to make in the machines.
I got a question. Is there any insulation in that floor in the PDA and that's
I don't think so, Doug, and that's been a question. I think they're gonna have to reverse those. The original, they was gonna extract the air. My understanding is they do it two ways. They can either extract the air or they can put air in. The only problem with that building, by pulling in cold air, you have a tendency to freeze the water line.
Yeah.
So that has been brought to the contractor's attention, and that's his decision of how we're going to handle that. But we certainly don't want to pump cold air underneath that floor.
don't pump her heat out either.
Is it a completely separate entity that does testing? I mean, it's not the contracting firm?
No, the contracting firm, they give me the canisters to set out. There's a different company that I will label. I will try to put them back in approximately the same place where the old ones were. They are labeled where they were at. Those will be sent to the lab. They send us a copy of the results, and the radon company a copy of the
So it
results.
should be a very accurate comparison.
Right. Like I said, it's pretty well complete, except for getting electric to the motors and get the motors and running. Any other old business that anybody can think of?
I assume you did get the guarantee you was wanting one.
Oh, yeah, they said they will bring it to the safe level, or they will keep doing whatever they gotta do until it does it. New business. I've got the first reading of the budget. Lisa, if you want to kind of summarize the first reading.
Let's see. We've got this will be the first reading for the budget 2011-2012. The total budget is $5,440,487. And one thing I would like to point out on one specific is the pass-through grants. You know, I budgeted $400,000, and that is just an estimated. So true numbers, I took $400,000 and removed that from the budget just to get some true accurate numbers, because we're not sure what will come in. If the judge receives more grants throughout the year, that's something we'll have to amend and reflect in the budget that we end up passing. So those are just numbers that I put in there as estimations, what we may have left over in the Glencoe sewer, or what may come in. So other than that, I feel like it's fairly accurate. It's $215,000 less than last year. So I feel like it's.
A couple comments that I would like to make on the first, and we still have to tweak this. Understand this is the first reading, and you all got a copy of it. I want you to look at it between the next workshop. We were hammered this year on jail increase. We were hammered on retirement costs. insurance costs. And as you all well know, you asked me as we were preparing this to try to see that the employees, that we could insure all of our employees at basically no cost to them. I know there have been some people who've been paying some that hadn't. It created a quagmire for bookkeeping. So what we done, and which I talked to you all, we felt like that this company, dollar for dollar, gave us the best deal. Is it as good as what we had before? No. I'll be the first to say that. Some of the deductibles were raised, but it will keep you from losing your home. It does not cost the employee a cent. It's almost unheard of this day and age that there's not some sort of employee contribution to health insurance. This still has the pharmaceutical deduction where you buy the medicine. It still has a copay on the doctor visits. The good thing that I do like about it, it also has, if you want to go in for a preventive checkup, that is free. There's nothing that applies to that at all. But yes, the out-of-pocket deductibles are raised. That was the only way to get this thing back in line to where we could give insurance to all of our employees. We could have stayed at a higher rate of insurance. I feel like we're comparable with most of the other companies in the county, most of which ask for employee contribution, and we have not. There, on the previous policy, there were people that were contributing. That has been eliminated. So, again, this is not the best policy. This is not the worst policy. But it will keep our employees from losing their home from, a major catastrophic health issue. I know that you probably will get some questions about it. We've tried to send out packets with phone numbers if anybody, and then not everybody's gotten cards. We're in the transition period. This will happen. There'll be some confusion. There'll be when you go to the doctor, they'll say, oh, well, this is not covered or this is not going to be. This is what happens when you change insurance companies. United may have lowballed us to get our business. But these prices are guaranteed for a year. If they choose to come back to us and raise the rates, what I think is outrageous, next year, unfortunately, we'll go through the same process again of shopping to try to get the best deal. So insurance is a confusing thing. I don't know if Spike could read the policy and understand every little detail that's in it. But the basic that I see in it, which was the pharmaceutical, it still has the co-pays. The doctor visits, it still has the co-pays. Again, the thing that I liked about this policy that you did get if you went for just a routine checkup, you did get that free. So if any of the other departments are not satisfied with this, but I felt like to try to get our budget back on the right track, that this was something that we had to do, among other things. And I feel that this is the best overall plan. If there are other entities in the county that feel like that this is not, they are free to shop or look for their own health insurance. They are not obligated to the fiscal court in any way. So with that being said, we'll look at it. You all got a copy of the first reading. When we have the workshop, if you see anything that you think's out of line or want changed, please let me know.
We need a motion.
Yeah, need a motion on the first reading.
I'll make a motion to accept the first reading.
Got a motion? Got a second? All in favor? Opposed? So carried. Another big issue we've had, as we all know, we've lived here for the last 6 weeks. We've not been somewhere on an island somewhere. We've had some terrible flooding, some terrible road issues. It's not just county, it's state. We've had FEMA people in here. We have done assessments on the county roads. I know that sometimes, especially in the heaviest part of the flooding, there were some inconveniences to the citizens. There were some areas that was just out dangerous. There have been slips and slides that we have patched twice in the same day. But I will commend the road crew. I'll commend the state. They are doing everything that they can possibly do. Never before have we had anything like this to face us. We have had FEMA in here. We feel like they've got a threshold that we have met. We have applied. Don't know if we'll get it, but we have applied state and county-wide, which will be computed by FEMA, but we have applied for $1 million in FEMA aid to try to get our roads and our slips back up to par. Meanwhile, this is taking a toll. The patches and repairs and the quick fixes we're doing now. Hopefully we can get some of this reimbursed through FEMA. There also have been some property owners that have had issues with culverts, driveways, crossings, whatever. We are to attend a meeting next Monday in Williamstown that will give us the details and the paperwork for these individuals to deal directly with FEMA themselves. We have been declared a disaster area, and that number, 1976, I think is our FEMA number, so if anybody refers to that. But my main thing is for the citizens to be patient. It's going to take all summer to get some of these roads back where they should be. Be patient and actually be careful. You know, just be careful. You can't be everywhere at the same time.
Did they give you any indication about how long the application process, when they might?
You know,
be back?
when they were talking, Jeff, they actually did, said 60 to 90 days. But we have had, I will say this, I've seen very good response from FEMA, and I've seen good response from the state. Other counties have called here to see if we needed help. We have called them to see if they need Owen, Carroll, Gallatin. We've all sort of pitched in if anybody needed a hand or whatever, we did it. So it's not good to see a catastrophe like this, but it's good to see people come together and help each other.
Ken, would it be possible if we get that money back that, you know, I hate to say it's cash CD on the road department, but do you think there's any way we can order back from Ken that CD back, or?
I think that.
I'm sure we spent a lot of money on what we got right now.
We have, and we've been tracking it. As you all very well know, Mike Satchel is probably as good as there is just tracking every dollar. And Mike has tracked every bit of material that's been put down for temporary fixes. That will all be part of the big plan. We've got pictures, measurements, we're gathering estimated costs. We've still got some slips that are coming. You know,
It's gonna happen.
yeah, it's just going to keep happening. And I think down here on Knox Lillard, in the middle of the night, there was one that just dropped in the middle of the road, you know, about 2 foot across, you know, that deep. Mike, actually got up and went out sometime toward the middle of the night, dispatch called him, I guess somebody seen him, and went out and barricaded. So, I mean, that's the kind of cooperation that we've had with the people. One other thing on this budget that I'd like to say, we've had to make some cuts, and some of them are difficult. They're never pleasant, none of them. But we as a group have talked, all the elected magistrates, judge, everybody in the elected positions, we have agreed not to take raises this year. I've talked to all the supervisors, the superintendents, the salaried people. They have agreed not to take raises this year. I do want to give our hourly people a raise. I feel that they're the backbone. And I think most of you all will probably agree with me. I do want them to have a raise. But this, I've talked to several departments. I've talked to the sheriff's department. I've talked to the dispatch. I've talked to fire EMS. Everybody is on board with trying to cut costs and get through these trying times. So hopefully in a year or two, this will all be behind us. The economy will be booming and life will be good. Comments, anybody?
Do you have a date when we're going to meet for that workshop?
No, I have to check though. I've got, with this FEMA stuff, I've got a full plan. I'll call you and leave on the voicemail or have one of the girls get a hold of me and see what works out. With that being said, I've got the sheriff's settlement. Looks like he's been on the ball. We've got $493,975.34 collected. I'm not sure what the percentage of that, but I think he's getting pretty close. But I would like to commend the sheriff's department for that, and I'm expecting the number to be down just because of the time, but it looks like they're right about where they should be. Any other questions? Anybody?
You said there's something on Monday. There's that conference on Tuesday, Wednesday, about the water. Carol, are you going to go to that, or are you going to try to send something?
It's just time if there's no further business.
I got one question.
Okay.
I think we need to bid this vehicle repair out vehicles.
I can.
You want to go another oil change?
No.
We are now doing, and again, I'm putting this back to our road department and our auto people that I've always said is the backbone of the county. We are doing the oil changes and stuff now through the area too. I think the sheriff's department too are doing.
Sorry?
Only doing the oil changes and stuff for the sheriff's department now, or maybe you guys do part of your own too.
Right now, they're doing most of them up at Hillbilly Towing up there.
Okay.
Johnson.
But yeah, I believe
The
that should
Sheriff's
be.
Department, Sheriff's Department supplies all.
That's good. That's good. With nothing else being said, it's this time. Our children. We'd like to welcome all the students from the Gallup County High School, and I hope this has been a learning experience you will never forget. You can tell your grandchildren and.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am.
can I get a roll of names?
A roll of names. We
Yes,
can
sir,
start
that would
right
be a lot of
here.
help.
We can identify, and I'll let each person introduce themselves.
I'm Lisa Bullard, County Treasurer.
Jeff Wallace, Gold Star Magistrate, part of Gold Star.
Joe Shackle, Napoleon County Court Magistrate.
There
I'm John Ryder, Spike Wright, I'm the Galvin County Attorney.
I'm Ken McFarland, Judge Executive.
I'm Jane Gill, Finance Officer.
Eric Moore, Warsaw Magistrate.
Dudley Gaines, Magistrate, Glencoe, Veterans Memorial.
Jeff Miles, Fiscal Court Clerk.
I think we told her,
Good
you didn't tell us who that was.
We're glad you all were here, give you an idea of what goes on in the county. But at this time,
Judge, do we need a motion on the sheriff's settlement at all?
oh, yeah, let's accept, sorry about that, I need a motion to accept the sheriff's settlement, what was that?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor? Opposed? So carried. At this time, I need to go into closed session, personnel issues. If you want to take a 5-minute break, we'll come back and go into and see the score. Yeah, need a motion. Second, all in favor? Opposed? We'll take a 5-minute break, we'll go into closed session.